guys, welcome back to an episode 12 of Mr. Figure Fanatic. Remember, subscribe. Today we're going to be opening up the Blade Warrior from Present Toys. I had been deciding whether or not to buy a Blade for the last several years, and I finally decided to go ahead and grab this. It was a good deal. So let's crack this open and see what we got. Okay, so I know there's been a few Blade figures floating around out there over the last few years. It's hard to say which one's better because I haven't really looked that closely at the other options, but I did get this figure finally. So it's got a slip here, a little silhouette of him on the front, and yeah, let's see here. I don't even know. I'm not that much of a fan of Blade, so I don't even know if his costume changed over the course of the different films. I think there were 3, maybe there were 2. That's how much I know about it. I imagine it's going to come with a lot of accessories. Okay, so right away the head sculpt looks a little off. I mean, it's nice, it's painted nicely, they did the gloss in the eyes, but as far as it looking like him, it's a little bit off. You probably will typically display it with the sunglasses on, and so that might conceal the inaccuracy of it. I do like how they did the hair, though. That's nice. Now, will this hold up in the course of the next several years, or will it start to crack like a lot of these materials notoriously do? We'll see. Of course, you could spray some protectant on it to try to delay that process. So some good detailing here. This is the most exposed out of everything, and it would have been nice if it was made out of metal. You could tell that it's plastic by looking at it. But some good detailing here. Got the red lining on the inside, appropriately weathered boots, and detailed sculpt. The laces aren't real, but I don't mind. They pop out enough that they look real. And there's even the tread on the bottom there. So you got this spike here. So that's made out of metal. They could have done that with the buckles on the front here. Very nice though. Maybe a little bit loose as far as the pants are concerned, but otherwise looks great. Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. So we got 4 different hands. Oh, it looks like these fell out. So these go in the same place. So we got, I imagine this is what he drives into the heart of the vampires. Yeah, there's the last one. Okay, there we go. So yeah, a lot of accessories. He had all kinds of fancy, futuristic looking weapons. So we got this. Oh, these things slide out here. I think they go on his wrist. Yeah. Looks like ammo comes out there. Not too weathered. I don't know how crisp it looked in the film. Got the guns there. Looks like standard handguns, but they have this probably had this prop piece put around it to make it look more futuristic. And the rounds do come out on that one as well. Identical. Slide works. Looks like we got some like boomerang blades, and then they fold like so. Signature sunglasses. Let's see if that improves the head sculpt. Yep, looks okay now. Some slight translucence to the lenses, so you can still see the eyes, especially if you have a light on it. I like that. And then we've got his sword. It would have been nice if it was made out of metal, but it isn't. Plastic. And stays in there pretty good. And then a deluxe version of the stand. This came off. Sticker. So this is, the nameplate is metal. I like it. Very nice. And it actually says Blade. Very nice. There we go. Probably a little bit bigger than I would have liked. I don't need it this big, but maybe if you're having him in some kind of crazy pose and his legs are spread out, then maybe you would need something like this. And then you have this, looks like a jacket. Looks a little short, like a woman's jacket. And then you've got these holsters. So let's get this figure set up, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. All right, so here he is set up. It really does improve the figure to have the sunglasses on. The eyes, I think, were what really threw it off. But one thing that I noticed here, so this has a hook on the back, and that's how you attach the sword. Now, I would have preferred it was magnetic, because if you don't want to have the sword on, then he's got this huge hole on his back. The other thing that I thought was interesting is there could be a logical reason why the base is the size that it is, because if you put the box behind it, it sizes up almost perfectly. And so it looks a little bit nicer to display it like that with the backdrop there. So you might want to do that on depending on how much space you have, or I don't know, your preference. But overall, I really like the figure. I think it's good quality. The bottom here even has a wire lining so that you can pose the material however you wish. The coat does pop out a little bit too much with the guns holstered underneath, but there's not much you can do about that. So total score, I'm going to give this figure a 9.2 out of 10. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you next time.